Hey everyone, welcome back to the Basic Butch Tarot. My name is Jennifer Rose and I am the head butch in charge here. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Today we are on episode 7, yay, of the 7-part series of the Laws of Karma, I Wish I Knew Sooner. And I'm going to do a classic past, present, future read about the law of significance and inspiration. And I wanted to read a little bit of guidance to you while I am shuffling the deck. And I want to show you that I've chosen to use my black cat cards today. They have been mewing and hissing at me to use them, so we are going to play with them today. All right, so guidance about the law of inspiration and guidance. First, inspiration, significance and inspiration. Sorry, I'm stuck on the guidance. The definition is every contribution we make will affect the world. And this is true. I immediately thought of recycling. Like, I used to think, oh, it's just one item or it's just a couple of items. And then when I really, that I'm doing, and it really wasn't going to make a difference. But the oceans and the clutter in the oceans say something opposite. So the streets lined with trash says something else. So, like watching our consumption is really inspiring, right? And we are a significant source of energy. We are a source of energy. Everything that we touch, moves energy. Every decision that we make moves energy. And, so using karma as a set of guidelines in your life can incentivize you to be more mindful about your thoughts, actions, deeds before you even make a decision. And we talked about that a little bit last week, but our choices really matter, and in numerous amounts of ways, y'all. So let's make that karma let's mold that karma into something really special. And right now, we can change anything if we put our mind and our energy into doing something. You can do it. So the law of significance and inspiration is also a great law to focus on when you need a motivational boost, or to begin to feel like, or when you begin to feel like that you don't have a purpose or that you don't matter. Because listen, we all do have a purpose. We feel it in here, and sometimes we're not able to show that in our everyday life, because sometimes we have to work a job that pays the bills, right? Sometimes we have to, go through the motions of our life, and sometimes we forget how significant and inspiring we can be to other people. I just started really trying to be nicer to people that maybe weren't so nice to me. I could see people struggling, trying to just say something positive, trying to be that positive person. It's hard, y'all. It's hard for me to be positive. But, that's the karma I want back to me. I want people to be, nice and positive to me. So you are born with a specific gift, mission, and purpose that only you can bring into the world with your uniqueness. No, we are not uniqueness. Apparently I can't say that word today either. So anyway, share your skills and your gifts, okay? Do not be ashamed of them. Use them for good. Okay. The past card today is the 10 of Coins. And this card, this is after you've worked. So the coins is pentacles. That is your health, wealth, finances, and the physical possessions that you possess. It's all your toil and trouble that you put into the world in order to, have the things that you need. And this, I don't know. I don't know how more foundational and how much more grounding you can get than, all these stones. Like you can see, this cat is asleep on this structure here. So I'm kind of guessing that this is a house. This is, the house that the cat built. And, they even made steps up there and, made chump change out of this stuff, kind of like the great cat pyramids. So, minding our pentacles in the past, and working really, really hard, like working your body hard. So much so that at the end, you really want to, at the end, you want to enjoy it, right? And maybe you didn't even leave. Like maybe you just completed it and then you decided to take a nap in your creation. So in the past, maybe our karma, we were kind of just happy about our karmas, and we were working really hard to make sure that our karma didn't come back to us in anything but a positive way. And we've put a lot of work into it. Okay, we put a lot of work into being an inspiration to other people, and also being inspired. Like, we have to inspire ourselves every single day. Like, there are some days that I have to inspire myself just to get the hell out of bed. So, this is inspiring. In the past, you've been able to pick up some really huge boulders and make it into something that you can rest upon. So this is the past. You've built some great structure for you, something of significance, something of, to show your intentions in the world, that you want to protect and create yourself, and that you value yourself and those that you allow in it, right? There's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's a healthy way to value your possessions, right? We should all be grateful that we have a roof over our heads and so on. And I say should because I mean it. So past, present. What is the present for us right now? Okay, let's see. The 9 of Wands. So our present energy might just be, so this card is a little tricky, right? So you can see the black cat back here, and looking to see if that white mouse has taken the bait. I don't know what that cat is going to do. Like, we're going to assume that that cat is going to pounce upon us, right? And so maybe it is that we feel those things that we're not exactly proud of, like our shadow selves, or the things that we've done karmically that we know might come back to us. Maybe that is our karma laying in wait, right? And all this mouse wants to do is eat some cheese and do its thing, but it's being, it's being watched, first of all. And that is, some bait, which could cost their life, their very life, right? So present time, you're trying to, just do your best to get through your life without being manipulated. I kind of feel like you're, maybe you're just a little worried about, karma catching up with you. And maybe you're not feeling that inspiration. Maybe you're feeling separated from the inspiration right now. And this is a fiery wands card, okay? So I'm really thinking that cat is going to pounce on that mouse as soon as it gets its right chance, right? Gets its butt up in the air and wiggles and gets its tail going, and then it's just going to pounce. And then you will be fed, right? So if you have the courage and the curiosity to get out from behind those bushes, whatever it is that's keeping you from being your most significant self, and it looks like there's some inspiration waiting for you too that maybe you don't see. Like, maybe you should look around you. I'm getting the idea of maybe going to a museum or going to visit some art, or not for nothing, going to a restaurant, and maybe one that has some cheese. I always think of maybe charcuterie boards, or we have a grilled cheese restaurant here that just does really amazing grilled cheese, like upscale grilled cheese. Maybe it is that you're a foodie and that's what inspires you to do your best or do different in your cooking, right? So those are all sorts of I mean, the sky's the limit on how you can see this, like whatever this is back here that is waiting to pounce, maybe that's an opportunity, and you just have to be ready. You have to be ready to take that cheese, right? So this is your current energy right now, and I'm going to put another card on that present card. Yep. You're definitely working on something for yourself. Okay. And this is, this is again about the money. Look, you already did make yourself. Ooh, look at that. That's a progression. Present day, you've understood that you know how to do this, and look at how hard that was back in the day, right? So hard that you had to rest at the end of making this, and now you're at the beginning of making something better. Like, look at how well polished those stones in that wall are. So present day, you have learned from working so hard. You've learned the reward of working hard on yourself, and maybe even on your shadow self, right? Like that darkness there. And now you know how to work smarter and not harder, and have a better finished product. And if we're talking about you, I mean, that means if you're having a better finished progress within yourself, A, that's going to come back to you, and B, that's going to eep into everyone around you. That's going to be, it's catching, it's magnetic. You know, your work is going to bring people together. And it really looks like you've perfected that art. So keep doing that. And if you're an artist, if you're a sculptor, my goodness, if you work with rocks or wood, it's got to be rocks. You know, if that's your gift and you're not doing that, you know, in reality or to make yourself some money or for fun, please get out those tools if you have them. And if not, find a way to get them, because you've got something to create here, okay? And you know exactly how to do it. And wow, that's so much more finesse than this one, right? So you've learned from your past, and you've taken all of those great ideas and techniques, and you've put them in your present. So what about the future for your significance here in the world, and what you bring to the world and what you add to this world? Because you're always adding to this world. So let's add good stuff. So future, adding inspiration. What is this for you? Okay. Hey, yay. So your capability of bringing things together. Your capability of bringing things together builds a really beautiful foundational future for you, okay? And not being afraid to pounce on that opportunity, not being afraid to put the bait out there, put yourself out there, say, hey, I'm available. I'd really like to do this or take that class. You know, if that's the way that, if that's what you're inspired to do it. And this says that you can, that you have the resources, that you know how to do it. And even if you face something, you know, like when we're going down the road and we're starting something new, I really think a lot of times that money is what keeps us from starting it, right? And our negative self-talk. But just know that you have the capability of figuring out how your resources work better and how to pull them all together and push them forward with a quickness that is strength, quickness, resourcefulness. And this is a powerful move. I mean, this is just a really powerful move into your future. You're just hopping there. You just know what's waiting there for you, and you're going to go out and get it. So your future is really bright. Take your ideas and run with it, no matter how crazy they sound, okay? Crazy, no matter how far off they sound. Like if you feel like this is an art that you can do, if you feel like this is what makes you happy, if you feel like this is what, you know, you used to do, this is what you know how to do, and this is what makes your heart happy, get inspired. Go to a museum if you're an artist. Go to some of these art walks that we're having, you know, that they're having in the fall. Get some inspiration. Create your art, whatever that is. You have all the resources and you can push it forward. And, you know, I just thought about drawing one more card, and it's the King of Wands. And this is a very fortunate card. You see that gold in that green. You will be you may not think that this is going to bring you anything once you put this into motion, but it's actually going to bring you everything you need with enough seed to share. Like, there's seed to share. I mean, look at all of this lushness. There's flowers, and so there's enough seed to share. Even we can clear out a space for ourselves and we can share. If you think there are too many of these people that do this kind of work and that you couldn't be as good as them, that's no excuse, because in the future you are planting the seeds for even something new, something unique, something creative, something you've not seen before. If you have that idea in your head, plant that seed, share it with others, and watch your abundance kick in. Don't just leave it just laying there waiting for somebody to notice it, okay? Woo, yes, that was a great inspirational read. And, if you haven't already yet, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like on this video and tell me what you thought about it, okay? So this ends the series of Karma I Wish I Knew Sooner. And a quick update on programming. I will put it in the description box because I don't expect you to remember this. But I'm going to start uploading on September 5th. On Mondays, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, all love reads. So we'll be checking in a lot more with each other, and I really look forward to growing with this channel and with y'all. Have a great one, and I will see you on next Friday. Bye.